they're so nice to me. They would never hurt me. They would never ever do something like that to me. I'm here to tell you, yes, they would. Yes, they would so do that to you, actually. You literally don't know anyone. They would never do something like that to me. They're my friend, it's my bestie, that's my husband. Oh yes, they would. They would actually. They would do it 1,000 times. You know, you just think that you're just immune to these situations with certain people. No, betrayal has no exceptions. No one is exempt from being evil. No one's exempt from being disgusting. No one's exempt from being gross. Because, we spent all these years together and the sacrifices they've made for me and that I made for them. We've shared our secrets together. There's a trust in between us. That means nothing. Okay, let's not say it like that. That means something. However, that doesn't mean that they would never hurt you, okay? No one's immune to betrayal. Even you count in this. Like, you don't know what'll come up in the future. You can even betray someone. Your best friend, right? You might be the one being betrayal in the future. You might be end up being the bad one. And that reminds me of that quote: "Be betrayed by an enemy, only a friend." You don't know anyone, vibes. Not one. And also know that anyone can be capable of being evil, no matter what they present to you. Same people you laugh with, you share a secret with, call your friends, call your family, they can turn around and just do the unthinkable. Evil, it just doesn't discriminate, you know? It doesn't care how loyal, how kind and forgiving you are to that person and how close you guys are with each other. You don't know them, babes. And I'll let you guys on a little something about me, is that I kind of suffer from Macbeth syndrome. Macbeth syndrome is something I like to call it, is basically where I would view people as either 100% good or 100% evil. That's a downfall of mine. So it plays into the point where you can't like assume people's character. They can be nice to you today and evil to you tomorrow. The same people wishing well on you today wish death on you tomorrow. I promise. Vibes. Every time you've been betrayed, think of that. It's never someone you expected it, because betrayal, that was always someone that you had trust in. You can only be betrayed by someone you once trusted. It always will hurt more, because if the enemy is rude or evil to you, you're like, okay, you're the enemy, you're the ops, whatever. However, when that's your friend, when that's your family, that's when it really hurts, because that's you don't expect it. And that's what I'm saying, like, don't expect them to be evil, but like, don't put 100% into anyone, because I also don't want you guys to end up being like,
have trust issues, can't trust anyone, and have difficulty building relationships with your peers and your partners. However, at the same time, always keep yourself safe. Okay?
Be vigilant. Don't be naive now. Stay open, but like, protect yourself. Always have your best in mind. Believe in love and connections, but never at the expense of yourself. Because I tell you, I promise you, people that you think wouldn't, oh yes, they would. And when they do, you'll be ready. At the end of the day, unfortunate as it sounds, you only have yourself, really and truly. Who did you spend the day with today? All day, 24 hours, even while you were resting. You and yourself, that's all. You have to have that self-respect, because how it is, like, people, they've spent so much time with someone, they've built this brick by brick. So when that other person does something despicable, evil, they're like, oh, but I can't leave them because like it's just been so long, we built this relationship together brick by brick. Babes, that's so depressing and disgusting. Have some respect for yourself. So yes, I'm not telling you have trust issues and never trust anyone, but at the end of the day, you shouldn't trust anyone else more than you trust yourself. Because at the end of the day, you have your back. But when you go around and hang with people who did you dirty, you don't. You have your worst interest in mind, actually. Know yourself, trust yourself, and protect yourself. No one else would do it for you like you can. People doesn't have a specific face or a label or a presentation to perform.
It's in everyday people that you pass by every single day, I promise you. You can think this person is just the sweetest person ever, and they're literally evil. And I would say this, never judge a book by its cover. I promise This is one girl. I thought she was the nicest, sweetest girl ever. Turned out she was literally a demon. People are demons. Demons walk by you every day at school, everywhere at the grocery store, everywhere, everywhere.
Hey, this also counts for the ones that you love. The ones you wake up next to in the morning. Your husband, now cheating on you with his secretary. Sometimes all it takes is the opportunity in front of them for it to happen. They've never done something like that to me. Maybe the opportunity hasn't came yet and they're just waiting for it. Fear, jealousy, greed. People are weak, you know? Be nice right now, but they just need that opportunity to pursue their evil thinking. Sometimes this is something that I also do, but sometimes we attach our own personal morals and standards, and we just assume that this other person has that same morals and standards. But guess what? Not everyone has the same morals as you, unfortunately. That's just how it is. Just because you wouldn't do it to them doesn't mean that they would not do it to you. Friend venting to you, how many times did she say or he say, ever in a million years that they would do something like that to me? That's you. That could be you. Also, loyalty isn't always mutual. You can have the utmost loyalty to this person and they just don't care for it. They don't care. Always something that you've done to them. That's just how they operate. It's not always your fault. Some people are extremely blindsided, but I do feel like people have their weak moments when their true characters show out. You just have to pay attention to it. For example, those backhanded compliments, those side jokes, that kitty catty that people make towards you, your friends make towards you, might mean it, I promise. You might think it's a joke, like,
oh no, she's just joking when she says that. She was just joking when she called me not cute looking. She was just joking when she said I didn't look good on me. She was just joking when she called me fat. She was just joking when she said I'm silly.
They're not joking, babes. Like, these people are laughing at you and you think they're laughing with you. Honestly, knowing someone is just an illusion. You don't know anyone but yourself, I promise. And how well can you even know someone, really? You know their words, you know their actions, but do you really know them? Words and actions that you've seen and heard, that's all what they chose to display in front of you. You don't know their intentions or their thoughts. That's how you really know a person. The intentions behind their actions. What did they mean when they did it? Trust their actions over what they promised to you. Patterns. Yeah. Wait, the lighting? Can you tell it's been a while? Can you tell I took a little intermission to take selfies? Can you tell? It's not that noticeable, right? It's definitely not a different time of day. It's definitely not in a whole hour later. It's definitely not much darker in the setting. No? Okay, not no spoil, thank you. But back to what I was saying. Moving on, think about toxic relationships. When a woman gets cheated on in a relationship, sometimes there are those red flags there that's like, okay, his character was shown for a split second and you could have caught that and ended the relationship right there, but then you thought he would never actually cheat on me, and then guess what? She gets cheated on. So the next time you think, oh, they wouldn't do that to me, oh yes they would. Remember, the world does not operate on how good of a person that you are. Protect yourself, know yourself, and trust yourself. Because at the end of the day, betrayal, it can come from literally anyone. Hope you guys had fun viewing, I had fun creating, and I'll catch you guys in my next YouTube video. Bye bye.